What if we could rewind the clock on cancer? Imagine peering into the past of a malignant cell, tracing the exact moment its DNA began to spiral out of control. This is the groundbreaking work of Dr. Ola Landgren and his collaborators, whose recent study in Nature Genetics maps the chronological evolution of DNA damage in multiple myeloma, a discovery that could redefine how we classify and treat this relentless blood cancer. But here's where it gets controversial. If DNA damage starts decades before diagnosis, does that mean cancer is more of a lifelong process than a sudden event? And if so, how do we ethically and practically address that timeline in clinical care? The study, a collaborative effort between Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center, Memorial Sloan Kettering, Mayo Clinic, and European institutions like the University of Heidelberg, uses a molecular time model to track when and how DNA mutations accumulate in myeloma cells. Dr. Marcela Cadura, a key researcher in the project, explains it this way: there is power in the timing of DNA damage events. By analyzing these timelines, the team identified distinct biological subtypes of myeloma that could help doctors tailor treatments to a patient's unique genetic profile. For example, a patient whose DNA damage began in their 30s might benefit from a different therapy than someone whose mutations emerged later. This isn't just academic, it's a step toward precision medicine that could improve survival rates and reduce unnecessary treatments. And this is the part most people miss. The study isn't just about myeloma, it's part of a broader revolution in cancer research. At Sylvester, scientists are tackling everything from pancreatic cancers linked to alcohol use to innovative stem cell therapies that allow transplants from partially matched donors. Take Dr. Justin Watt's trial on ulaticitinib for myelodysplastic syndrome, which showed promise in high-risk patients, or Dr. Stephen Neimer's work on TSAF1 proteins, which act as molecular switches to guide blood cell development. Even the connection between alcohol and pancreatic cancer is getting a fresh look, thanks to a new model developed by Dr. Nagaraj Nagathihali. But let's not forget the human side of this research. Dr. Antonio Jimenez, whose work on hematopoietic transplants gives more patients access to life-saving treatments, puts it plainly: not only can you now offer every patient a transplant, but you can also optimize other factors when looking for a donor. That's the kind of progress that turns headlines into hope. And yet, questions linger. If we can predict cancer decades in advance, should we? And who gets to decide when to intervene? The ripple effects of these studies extend beyond myeloma. Emma Yasinski recently highlighted a breakthrough in